Hello and welcome to another episode. I hope you don't mind coming for a quick car ride. I'm on my way to the local Toyota dealer, and this just happened to me a few days ago. And I'd love to share this experience with you so you don't overpay on parts. This is just eye-opening. So very quickly, if you are new here, I recently purchased an 07 FJ Cruiser. And when I purchased the vehicle, I knew beforehand it really needed timing chains. So as I started replacing the parts and really diving into the project, I ordered the majority of the parts beforehand, 90 to 95% of the parts beforehand, all factory parts, OEM factory parts. Now in my case, the bulk of those parts I purchased off Toyota's official parts website. So that is autoparts.toyota.com. And I imagine with most manufacturers, you can pick it up at the dealership or you can have it shipped to you. In my case, I had it shipped because there was a minimum of $75 for free shipping. So I had all the parts within a day. Very, very easy. But it's inevitable. Whenever you do this kind of work that's pretty involved, you may miss something, or as you get into the project, you may find something that really should be replaced. Now in my case, I really needed 2 O-rings, and I needed an upper plenum gasket, an oil filter, basic things, and the total should have been like 26 bucks. So what I did in my case, that second go around, I went to autoparts.toyota.com and I wrote down every part number on a notepad because I want to save time. When I go to the dealer the next day, I don't want to explain this is the truck I have and this is the parts I need. I could be there for 20 minutes. If I give them the part number, I'm golden. So the next morning, I'm at the dealership. I'm talking to the parts guy, gave him all the part numbers that I needed, and he tells me the total is $48. $48, what are you talking about? And he just read off one of the parts, which was an O-ring, and he's saying this O-ring is $10. And I know in fact the O-ring was like $3. And I explained to him, very nicely, I try to be kind, magnanimous, and that sort of thing. And I said, I looked it up and it's like $3. And he asked me, did you purchase or did you look at the parts at autoparts.toyota.com? And I said, yes. And he said, well, this is what you do. You visit that site again and you buy the parts again. But in this case, you choose store pickup. It's the same part I'm going to give you. It's the same dealership, but you pay less online. Okay, and what's funny is, as I went back home and jumped on my laptop, you can see a footnote. And the footnote clearly says the dealership sets the price. So in other words, Toyota has the MSRP that the dealer should charge, but it's up to them if they want to charge more. So that's what happened in this case. Now what's funny is 3 of the parts the dealer wanted more. The oil filter was exactly the same. So why some parts are more than the other, I don't know. So the whole point here, especially if you're the type of person that gets work done at the dealership, and I grew up in a house like that where my father always went to the dealership, and when he donated, in this case, a Buick, 340,000 miles, the thing ran, it ran like a new car, just the interior was falling apart. So I get the dealership, I have no problem with that, but why should I overpay for something where I can get it for less? It's not an honorable thing to do in my mind. So if you are getting work done at the dealership, maybe you could talk to the service manager and ask them, hey, listen, am I overpaying for these parts? Or on the flip side, just purchase the parts beforehand if you can. If it's something you plan on getting some work done on your car, purchase the parts beforehand and just bring them with you. Be really, really careful. And that's the whole point of this channel. It's to help you save money. And as I try to make it, in my mind, I think of it as almost the ultimate DIY auto repair channel, because there are excellent YouTubers out there, excellent channels, but the majority of these guys are professionals with lifts, every tool imaginable, versus someone like me, and more than likely you, doing work in the freezing cold on your back in the driveway, in my case in a one-car garage, trying to, you know, pulling engines and everything else. And if I could do it, you could do it, and you'll save thousands, I guarantee you. So if I can help someone save money, I'm happy to pass that along. And that's really all I have to say. I hope you continue to tune in. Thank you for watching, and be careful. Be careful out there. We'll see you next time.